Lovely people. Yeah, nice to be here. I'm Joe Jacobs. I'm a Jew. That's a fucking first. Great. Yeah, you know they're filming this tonight. It's very weird to be heckled with encouragement early doors, so I'll take it. Yeah, no, I'm a Jew, Joe Jacobs, Jewish name. Name so Jewish, it might as well be Jacobs. Just a step up from Adam. Steen. I'm a Jew. I'm a non-religious Jew, though, which is weird because sometimes you get discovered as a Jew, then you're a sneaky Jew. So there's really no way to escape those stereotypes. Speaking of stereotypes, I do have a Jewish penis, of course. Yeah. Any other cut lads in? A few. You, sir, what are you packing? Snipped? I don't need the bio on the penis. Just simple yes, no. No. Snipped. This is the act, by the way. Snipped. Yep. Hey, give me some skin, brother. Huh? Comedy. Yeah, it's been a weird year, man, I tell you. Lost my job for 18 months, couldn't do this. I tried to do something else. I wanted to help COVID. I applied to do the medical trials, but I'm a smoker, so I was rejected. Yeah. You know what it's like to be told your body is unsuitable to be injected with disease? Not going to waste bubonic plague on this guy. Looks like shit. That's my life. Watched a lot of TV in lockdown. That was my favourite thing. I love the adverts, particularly. When all the advertisers lost their fucking minds. You remember that? Every advert was just, we know things aren't normal. Here's to the stay-at-home helpers. The do-gooders, late-night shoppers. Home base. We are you. Yeah, one clap there from a home base fan. That's very nice. Advertising gets a bad rap, People think it's pure evil. That's only half the truth, because half of advertising is evil. Half of it is just a man in an office panicking after being told, Black Lives Matter, it's one of the biggest movements of modern times. We are going to need a Facebook post from Greggs on the matter. What did Greggs think about it? We know things aren't normal. Yeah. Black Lives Matter happened, of course, during lockdown. I did my bit. I went to the march, of course. And let me tell you, I brought a crack team of white people with me that really needed to be there. Morning of the march, I got a text from a friend that said, should we go to Black Lives Matter or should we go to Kew Gardens? I think you know the answer to that. Did a lot of thinking in lockdown. I realized I don't know what class I am these days. I've got middle class people in my family, working class. I don't know where I fit in. Any working class people in? Yeah, dig it. Dig the pride of the working class very much. Yeah. My dad was a bricklayer. I'm a bricklayer. My son is a fucking brick. All right? I dig it. I'm middle class, so I'm deeply ashamed. Being middle class has absolutely no edge. Right? Some upper class people, they might abuse a fox. Right? Fuck a pig, some of these guys. That bringing back nice memories for you, mate? Yeah? Seem the sort. Working class people, they've got to overcome a lot of struggle, indifference. How does a middle class person rebel? Pull a sickie and go to a gallery. That's the difference. I wish I was a bit posher, I'd like, not Boris Johnson level posh, that would be a bit too much. Read a book about Boris Johnson. He went to Eton. I learned that bluster and evasion that he utilizes is actually taught in the school system itself, which I thought was quite interesting. Not literally in class, that would be a bit much. Barnaby, where is your homework? Sit down. Posh people fascinate me. I've got a theory about posh people. I think posh parents give their kids posh names, so they're treated with a bit more reverence in life, a bit more respect, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's probably why you'd never see a plasterer called Cuthbert, for example. And if you did, you'd really respect whatever he was telling you. You'd come home and say, Cuthbert, what have you done? This is actually a Georgian teal. It's going to increase the value of the property exponentially. Looks like you've done nothing. Right, crack on. Crack on. Posh people are funny. They ruin a lot of things too. They ruin slang. When a posh person gets hold of slang, it's over. I heard a posh person recently say, that hog roast was lit. No one says lit anymore. That's done. Posh people, they speak slowly. Have you ever noticed that? Take up a bit more time, sound a bit more grandiose, even when they're telling you their name. You know, who are you, mate? Anthony. Working class person couldn't get away with that. What's your name, mate? Gary. Didn't have quite the same effect. Did a lot of soul searching in the last 18 months. I realised I'm very toxic man. You might have noticed. You seem toxic. You toxic, sir? Yeah? There you go. Of course you are. Lurking in the only bush in the building. Waiting to pounce. No, I appreciate the honesty. I am toxic. I'm a toxic man. You know, I'm not fully toxic. I'm not into football. Any football fans? Yeah. I wish I was. There you go. That's how you know. I wish I was into football, man. I love the passion of the football fan. You know, they're watching all the games, all the matches. You know, in the stadiums. That's football terminology there. Stadium. I dig it. I love it. They're going all over. It makes me sort of sympathise with hooliganism on some level as well. Because if I paid £500 to go and watch my team lose in Italy, I'd want to smash up a fucking cafe as well. It's just inconvenient. Anyway, I hang around with a lot of geezers as a toxic man, you know. That is the geezer noise, of course, if you're not familiar with it. I was with a geezer friend of mine a couple of days ago having a drink. Lady walked past, he looked at me and he said, ooh, I fucking love summer. And I said, I don't think it's summer you love. Yeah, I couldn't imagine you getting that excited over photosynthesis. He's being very toxic. And it's everywhere. I blame all the video games I played as a kid. I played a lot of violent video games as a kid, all designed by toxic men, right? Toxic dweebs, to be precise. Imagine if some women had designed those games back in the day. You know, who knows what I could have been playing, right? Grand Theft Feelings, maybe. I don't know. You know, Super Menstrual World. Angry Birds. The point is, man, we got to do better these days, you know. I'm trying to be a better feminist every day, better ally. I'm learning about the expectations society places on women, judged if they're not married at a certain point, judged if they're not having kids at a certain point, objectified in the media, underrepresented in comedy. I've read about the wage gap, of course, and I would be devastated if any of my fellow female performers didn't receive the 0 pence I did for tonight's gig. I've read about catcalling, you know, body. A lot of women get catcalled by builders, don't they? Hashtag not all builders, but some. And even when the builders get reported to senior management, they then just become more creative with the catcalls, right? Instead saying things like, good morning. It's a lot harder to report, right? So, lads, all I'll say is if you want to catcall a woman for whatever reason, why don't you make it something positive at the very least? You know, for example, I bet you got a BA honours, you know, something like that. You know, get your thesis out for the lads. And I would love to value your opinion. I read about fat shaming, body shaming, resting bitch face, of course, quite a big one. Manspreading, mansplaining. Mansplaining, of course, when a man... please. When a man explains something to a woman in just kind of patronising... All good? Clear? Yeah, round of applause for the lady. I think she got there in the end. That's great. Yeah. That's the end of the set. Usually I like to ride out the laughter of that final one, but obviously You guys are very hot and flustered, so you're giving me nothing during a recording, which is very helpful. But luckily, these camera whizzes, they're going to put in some laughter from some other earlier point. Like that bit. I'll put that one in the edit. Yeah, and just make me look amazing. All right, guys, my name's Joe Jacobs. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Cheers.